Hi guys, welcome to another video. We're in Church Fenton. You won't be able to see it because I've got cinematic mode on. Anyway, we're going to Leeds East Airport, which is in the corner of Leeds, and I met Chris Macon. He's the owner of the airport. I'm so gassed, Alhamdulillah, Masha'Allah, I can't wait. And a beautiful summer day. It's bloody too warm, it's too warm. And it'd be nice to see Chris, Devin, DevAviation. Thank you, this amazing day with DevAviation and Devin and everyone. We got Hussein, Sam and Ailey with us. They're inside there. It's like a little, we're gonna go to the Leeds East Airport to have a look at the operation, to have a look at the old planes, the old cars. It's gonna be spectacular, amazing, brilliant day, learning something new as we go along. So I was like, you know what, I'll just vlog it for just experience. Yeah, we're gonna head out in a bit once we get Uber. It's currently 10:10. We're gonna go. I upload this as soon as I can, and I'm just gasped because all it takes is a 10-minute chat with someone and you don't know what happens. Alhamdulillah, Masha'Allah. This is why they say, you plan, Allah plans. Surely Allah's plans the plan is. That's one of the quotes. And Allah, I thank Allah, like I always say. And, you know, this can't be done without him, without Devin, without Chris, without aviation. So I'm just saying thank you now. See how the day goes. I'm gonna be definitely. I've got my 2-litre water bottle anyway, so I'm gonna be drinking that. I'm gonna try and vlog as much as I can, and it's gonna be grand. Peace. I'll see you guys over there.
Or arrivals lounge for passengers coming in off aircraft. Because we didn't need all of this building, this part is rented out to what's called the DMB collection, which are supercars. But we can have a look at them later.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Now we'll just go into the boardroom and then you can.
Wow.
Get a picture of that.
Yeah, will do. Oh, he's taking us in. That's the car. That's where the. Ooh, that's a nice Lamborghini Urus, and I think that's in McLaren over there. Wow, got a telephone box. Wow.
Getting a lot of money to be looked after, so you come in here, you've got some teas and coffees and drinks and things. People can chill and wait in here.
Yeah.
There's the ATC.
This is probably the nicest one I've seen.
Yeah.
This was an air show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of our officers obviously here. Things like this, and that coffee tables are joined
Wow.
for a military aeroplane.
That is
The view's stunning.
absolutely amazing. I'm a little bit obsessed.
Wow.
Even things like this, that is part of an aeroplane. That's a flap mechanism off a jet fighter. That's a piston off an aeroplane engine. There's companies that take old aeroplanes and they turn them into.
Yeah.
I mean, that coffee table there, that you look in there, that's about £12,000 worth.
Wow. Expensive.
It's a very old engine. It tells you what it is on here. 1938.
Wow, that's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, they're nice. There's another one down there.
Wow. It's like even the colour schemes, the chairs, the detail. Look at all that.
Yeah, so the owner who's met the owner before?
Me.
Oh, was you the,
Yeah, I met him at work.
Yeah, he normally comes about this time.
Be lovely to meet Chris.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him again.
So yeah, this is just a place for chill, but it's not really, you know, if somebody just like walk around from the cafe, they'd be politely asked to not sit.
So we have exclusive access to them.
One of the first, aren't we? One of the first.
Wow.
Wow.
You can see obviously the airfield. I mean, we've got one runway, which the runway starts right down where that farm is.
Yeah.
And Well, that airplane's just taking off now.
Yeah.
Oh, first.
Loving that ATC tower.
Yeah, it's actually the biggest RAF control tower in size.
Is it?
Because obviously
Wow.
this was an RAF base.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you more about that in there, but size-wise,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my job here is managing and air traffic, so my day is spent in there.
Yeah.
You do?
And what's today supposed to be a day off?
Eh?
What's today supposed to be a day off?
I am off today, but
There's the plane
we have other
taking
people,
off.
but I didn't. I just cut this grass this morning.
You're doing a good job. I think you're
So, all we do, if you come near the engine,
Yeah.
with a cutter, it'll pick the stones up
Bring it up the
and
ground.
hit the glass, smash the glass, so
Oh.
the engines
There's
get
the plane
stronger.
going.
Won't work on that little one out there. And vice versa. It depends on your licenses. But one thing I would say on engineering is I work with engineers quite a bit on aeroplanes. I help them out. Is there is a massive shortage of airplanes, and the engineering's all done.
I mean, maybe through like apprenticeship and stuff, that's the best way to get into like airlines.
Yeah.
Mike, who did you fly for?
British Midland.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So.
Who are they?
Well, so.
Who's that?
So we've covered all of you. So I started flying when I was 9-year-old.
Wow.
I had an interest in aeroplanes as a kid, like a lot of us do. And then I went to a gliding club up on the hills, and I just sat and watched the gliders. And my parents would drop me off at this gliding club on a weekend, and I'd just sit and watch. And then when a glider lands, it gets pushed back to where it takes off from. I plucked up courage to run across and help them push it back. And at the end of the day, one of the guys says, right, I'll take you for a flight. So I had to ring my parents, and then this chap took me for a flight. So then every weekend I went along. So at that age, I used to literally go to the gliding club on a weekend, help out. I was driving tractors, winches, launching the gliders, great fun, just as a kid, that was me. But as a kid, I'm mucking about with adults. I'm not messing around with other kids. Then what happened was hang gliding came out. Came over to this country in 1974-ish, and hang gliding came over from America. So me and 2 other guys at the gliding club, we decided we'd build a hang glider. So we built one.
You built a hang glider?
Built a hang glider from plans. Obviously there was 2 adults doing it with me. And then we took it up to a hill, a big hill, and just strapped it on and jumped off.
Wow. That's one bit.
So I was then hang gliding until I was sort of 16. And then the first ever British hang gliding championships took place in 1974 down in the South Downs at in Brighton area, which I won. So I was the first British hang gliding champion when I was 12, 13.
That's
That's good.
It's a young age.
But it was all about just silly things. It was just flying down hills. It wasn't like soaring and thermaling and going cross country. So I was hang gliding until I was 16. So now I'm 16, I can go solo again in a glider. So then I flew gliders. Then at 17 I did my PPO, power license. And then I wanted to do it commercially. But I didn't have the money to do it commercially, so you needed to build up 600 hours. So how do we get all that experience? You either went instructing, or you went to a gliding club and towed gliders. So you spent all day pulling gliders up. I got a caravan to live in, 3 meals a day, and I think we got paid £20 a week.
Wow.
And we ran the bar on an evening. That was our job. So that got my hours to be able to do my commercial license. Pilots, job cycle, always, I've been flying now, 57 years? The employment cycle has gone every 7 years. No jobs, loads of jobs, no jobs. It's done that, always has done. At the moment, we're at the top of that, where there's jobs, but it'll go the other way. Something will happen in the world, be it COVID, be it something in the job, because one of the first things that happens when we have a problem in the world aviation gets hit. Because people don't have money, they stop flying, people stop flying little aeroplanes and things like that, or you can't fly little aeroplanes when it was COVID. So there's something will happen. So I've now got the hours, I'm ready, when I'm in the down. So for me to go to a bank and say, can you lend me some money to do, finish off my the bits that start costing you money, and just went into other things. I got a job as I just needed a job really for some money, and there was a job in a local hotel as a hall porter, carrying bags. So I had a little purple uniform with a little purple hat, and I stood at the entrance of this very grand stately home, country hotel. And it was the sort of hotel where you weren't allowed in the restaurant unless you had a jacket and tie on. Those sort of places tend not to exist nowadays, but so you can see the type of hotel it was, not far from here actually. Lovely stately home. And I'm there just carrying bags. Still got my pilot's license, I'm still watching things. But after a couple of months there, the owners came up to me and said, you're not this. Would you be interested in training to be assistant manager? It's a supercar next door.
I can hear that.
We're starting now. So they said to me, would I be interested in training to be assistant manager? Because they obviously, from graduates, I wasn't just someone, there's nothing wrong with somebody just carrying bags. I absolutely loved it, it was great. So I said, well, I'd be interested in it, but to be a manager of somewhere, I want to know how I need to know how everywhere works, because I can't start managing someone if I don't know that person's job. So I said, right, I will, but I want to do a couple of months in each department. So I did a couple of months as a housekeeper, changing beds and things, and I did 2 months in the restaurant, 2 months general cleaning, and then I did a chef's course. So I did my City and Guilds chef's course. So I went in the kitchen. I did 2 months as a veg chef in the kitchen in a busy a la carte restaurant, which is bloody hard work. If ever you get a job in the kitchen, just the head chef, don't ever say anything to him.
Yeah, you don't say anything.
Which I'd made a mistake of. So I did all that, and then I became assistant manager, trainee assistant manager. So I was then so I'd gone from being the lowest of the low. So when we're in the staff canteen on a morning, and the staff were all in having a break, and everyone's taking the piss out of each other. Obviously, me as the little little hall porter, or in the kitchen dishwashing and things down there, I am now the manager of the hotel, in charge of all of those people. So I've gone from down there to up there. How do you do that? Because you've got to be, it's very difficult to go from, when you're promoted like that, to having the same respect of the people, because most of them will be not happy that you've gone from down, what's perceived to be down there to up here. Because one day I might have to be disciplining those people or telling them what to do, and it's the way you do it. You can't really teach that, but you can go on courses. So I became assistant manager of that hotel. I made one mistake.
I'm sorry, I got such a fright.
I remember when I was in charge of the hotel this night. I was on duty, and I was in the restaurant. In fact, I was standing in for the restaurant manager, and they got a meal. It was some sort of steak, and he's like, there's a group of people. It was one of those places where you get business people in for fancy dinners, impressing the clients. Take this back. This is cooked. This isn't cooked properly. It's rubbish. I'm like, sorry, sir. So you take the meal away. I goes in the kitchen. I said to Alan, the head chef, I says, Alan, that's not cooked right. He picked me up by my neck. He put me up against the wall, and he had a meat cleaver in his hand. He said, you ever come in my kitchen again, tell me my food's not cooked right, I'll put this through your The guy said it wasn't cooked how he likes it. It was cooked perfectly correctly. The guy just was trying to impress his other people. What we did is, so it's absolutely fine. I actually took the same mail straight back in, put it in front of him. Well, that's much better, thank you. Yes, sir, no problem at all. So if you ever get a job, don't ever say that you're a head chef, because they are. Anyway, I eventually left there. Why did I leave there? Oh no, I left there because I took up windsurfing. And I decided I could make a career teaching people how to windsurf, so I set up a windsurfing school. So I taught people how to windsurf for 2 or 3 years with my own little business, which didn't really make any money, but it just paid my bills, and I was outdoors every day looking around at windsurfers people. So it was just marvellous. And then, what did I do then? Yeah, I was just doing that, I think. And then there was an advert in a Flight International magazine because the job market started picking up, and it was for partial sponsorship for people who got the hours, like I already had. This was now 5 or 6 years ago. So I still had the hours. So it was partial sponsorship leading to a commercial pilot's license with an instrument rating for a first officer's job, co-pilot's job, with Logan in Scotland, where it was £1,000, and they would pay the rest. What time is it? It's okay. You had to pay £6,000, you had to have the hours. So I applied for that. There was 2,000 people applied. And then I was selected to go, and it was an aptitude sort of selection day up at the flying training school, which was at Perth in Scotland, at school. That was when they were a massive airline pilot training school. They're not anymore, the airport's still there, but it's not.
That's where I used to work.
Did it?
Yeah, AST. So air service training was...
AST, that's who did it.
Yeah, that's who I used to work for before I got made redundant.
They still work?
No, the company went through administration last year, April. No. I hope not. I mean, darling.
It was the 80s when I was there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's...
Wow.
So I went up there. There was, I don't know, there was about 100 people. There might have been more than that. There was 100 or 200 people. And it was, they gave us this maths test type thing. Helicopter pilot. It's something with maths, if there's a relevance to what I'm doing, fine. But when it's like, what is the value of Z? Who the hell cares? What is all that algebra? What is the point of any of that in life? So consequently, I was like, I don't know the answer to that. And the next one is more or less the same. But we now, instead of Z, we want to know the value of A. And I'm just useless to that sort of thing because I have no interest in it. So I wasn't selected. Obviously, I didn't. I said, no, they didn't, because they knew I didn't get the job. So they would just take the test. I said, no, I didn't. And anyway, all right, bugger off. You're just rubbing it in. Anyway, I got home that night. My mother said to me when I walked through the door, did Logan get hold of you? What? They've been ringing, they want to speak to you. Right. So the next day I rang them and they said, are you still interested in working for us? Because we've decided to increase the course by one person. You didn't do very well in the exams, but we quite like your attitude. Would you like to come back and see us? Right. Yeah. So I went back up the next day. And I spoke to them and they said, right, well, you didn't do well in that thing, but we like your attitude and your history of what you've done so far and all that sort of thing. But we're not sure because obviously it's going to cost us money, etc. I said, you give me the job and I will pass all of those exams. No problem at all. You give me the job and I will, no problem. So I said, right, okay, we'll take the risk. So I got the job. I got accepted on the course. And then day one on the course, we're all sat there, oh, this is it now, we're airline pilots. You know, this is it, we made it, we're in. We had to do 22 exams, all the exams in about that round. The thing with driving that around is if they're doing other jobs and things, So they've got the fire station with them if there's an incident.
Yeah.
They don't have to then run back to here. So anyway, day one, because bear in mind it cost us £6,000. So day one, the Organ representative comes and says, right, with passengers on, that doesn't have passengers on. That goes out to meet them and bring the passengers back over here or take the passengers out to it. In this case, they're going out and they'll bring the pilots in here because the helicopter might be here for an hour or two until it goes back to pick up whoever it's picking up.
It doesn't want to say if it comes on your great cost, arrogance, they don't want people to come in and interfere with it.
Yeah.
So they want somewhere private. That helicopter is £16 million.
Yes, it is. It quite often landed at Scone, Perth Airport, for refuel as well.
This is the one coming in, that's a power line inspection helicopter which goes up and down power lines checking for any faults on the power.
They have to do that monthly. They fly all the power lines, or all the gas mains, make sure nobody's digging them up monthly. So that's 21 helicopters they have in the UK.
Wow.
Wow.
No, that's no, the squirrels. That's a squirrel. The twin squirrels, single squirrels, that's Gorky, that's a single.
Although they're expensive to run, it's very cost effective.
Yeah.
But of course, a helicopter only runs 2 hours on fuel. You can't carry anymore.
No.
It's not, so you could have a 737 that's sitting up with nobody in it, no fuel, 40 tons. But with everybody in it's, 70, 80 tons. So everything's based on, and the charges when you land here, it's on the max takeoff weight of the aeroplane.
Yeah, all the landing charges, all the fees for here are based on the map weight. But it's farcical, honestly. So you're flying here from Southend with 4 passengers, you don't have to do any checks. You go out.
The reason we're doing it is you've just missed 2 jets that left this morning, which are decent sized aircraft. But there's more and more of these companies wanting to come here with people because we're in competition, if you like, with Leeds Bradford, which isn't that far away. It's much easier to land a jet because you would literally park the other side of that gate, land, that minibus goes out, whoosh, or we can escort, any vehicles coming to pick passengers up, out of the aeroplane, into the vehicle, whoosh, you're off. You're off site to wherever you're going, very quick. Not as quick getting off somewhere like Leeds Bradford. So a lot of the jet companies that come in here, they're wanting to come in with bigger aircraft, but at the moment we're having to say no. So okay, then we'll go to Leeds Bradford. So one of Chris's ideas when he first, bought the airport was to have it as an alternative for private corporate aircraft to come in here as a corporate jet centre.
I've got my name. So I've got it's RAF Church Fenton, but if you put that in any register, everybody goes, well, where's RAF Church Fenton? If we call it York, they'll think it was New York.
Yeah.
So that's why we call it Leeds East.
Yeah.
So when somebody types in Leeds Airport, we're at the top of the list. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are at the top of the list. I googled that when I came down the road, so we can see more of the airport.
Oh, have you not been round yet? You've not been round yet?
No,
Not
not
yet.
quite. No.
Oh, I thought you'd done.
I'm still in the middle of my story.
Yeah, but they haven't booked them breakfast anyway, Mike.
That's
Mike will take you around. Yeah, you want to go see.
We'll come back in.
We've grown from there and there. And the Sherburn Aero Club, which is next door, with quite a lot of aircraft, 50, 60. So then we've sort of worked together with them. So
Did you just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to buy an airport?
You want some?
Did you just wake up one morning and decide, I'm going to buy an airport?
No.
You already had one at home.
I already built my own at home.
Wow.
So I only live 12 miles from here. I'm a strawberry farmer. So we
Okay.
grow 2,000 tons of strawberries.
Holy
400
smokes, that's
staff.
a lot of
Yeah,
strawberries.
yeah.
Did you bring any with you?
You know, I thought about it actually. We were picking this morning and I went to the office and I didn't see any. I should have gone and got some.
I literally live on
But
strawberries.
we've not had any for 3 weeks because of the cold weather. And now we've 70 tons this week.
That's good.
That's insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the weather's just changed.
Yeah.
So I've always been a farmer, but I ordered the first Honda jet. The Honda jet, which was going to be wonderful. It was going to be super. You think Honda, they make the best lawnmower, they make the best motorbike. If you want to run a private aircraft, you either run it on dry hire or AOC. And when it goes on AOC, It's just like running a commercial airline. 2 pilots, all the rules. And if it needs 1,000 metres on an AOC, the minimum runway is 1,750 metres. And we're 1,800. But if it's raining, it's 2,250 metres
Okay.
on a wet runway.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even operate the Honda out of here. So then I bought the PC12, which was incredible from there. But everybody said to me, when you buy the Honda, where are you going to land it? And I said, well, I'll just buy the RAF Church Fenton. And believe it or not, it was a 3 or 4 year waiting list. And in that time, this came up for it's just turned into an incredible adventure. Every day there was something. Top Gear 4 times, we made Queen Victoria, we made Gentleman Jack, we've made all these movies. But the movie people are a nightmare. So they want to come in, dip in, usually for 6 months or a day or 2 days, rip the arse out of the runway, which upsets us, doesn't it? And then disappear.
Yeah.
Seriously. So we don't really encourage that. With Formula 1 testing, people come here and we hire it for an hour or 2. Mike controls it.
Yeah, on Thursday actually.
Hello?
There's racing cars here on
And then
Thursday.
the police come and they'll hire it for 3 or 4 hours on a morning, and they play catch me if you can, pushing each other in and out. And it's all sort of generates the income because aviation doesn't pay on its own. That's the problem. It doesn't. Because as you can see, you'll have a great day today and lots of flights. Thunderstorm tomorrow and low cloud, nobody. So that's how it came about. It's great, but interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, it's a brownfield site, so theoretically you should be able to build anything. We want to build another hangar. We've got an inquiry to bring another 40 aircraft here. That's good. Because of another aircraft, an airfield that's probably going to close.
This is what I was saying before about the possibility of engineering. A couple of the lads are interested in aircraft engineering.
Good business, and now an engineering, I have a plane I'm flying to France tomorrow, and that's in for its annual, and the mechanics are £100 an hour. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you wouldn't get that, of course, but there's about 40% profit in that, so that's quite good. So, but the planning in this country is just horrendous.
The building behind us.
Oh, I'm not sure.
House.
Right?
Apartment, house. Just
It was a building that was going to go up somewhere else, and it didn't in the end. So it was meant to be an Aldi supermarket.
Wow.
So it's an Aldi supermarket.
No way.
No way.
Yeah, if you start now thinking about it,
It does look like
you can
it.
see the entrance over there with that cover on. So it actually was an Aldi supermarket that was going up in a town centre, and the planning fell through. So it was available at a cheaper price. So that's what that is.
This is insane. Like, I love his thought process. It's a bit of me.
100%.
Wise, there used to be another runway went down there, so they had to go fire section for the airport.
Yeah.
There. So we've added this bit on, which is our fire section. So the actual RAF tower. The airport was built in 1937. Just before the war, it was Spitfires and things. So this bit is kind of original, although it was modernised a little bit. Fire training room, which is there where they do lectures. The equipment is kept in here, sort of thing. But then in here we've got these things.
Wow. Wow. Now this is where the fire trucks go.
So there's 2 of these. So one lives there, and then we have a small one. The small one is ample for any small aircraft fire anywhere.
Can't race, it's just we wear a mask to breathe if we go into like smoky conditions, and the mask has to get sealed.
Right.
So as long as you can get that sealed with the mask, then
And I worked for 8 years in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh.
Wow, that's good.
And because the culture, everybody had a beard, and I got asked the same questions all the time. Can I have a beard wearing the breathing apparatus? You can, as long as you can get a reasonable seal. The positive pressure that's inside the mask will force any of the toxic gases away from. However, there is a risk that contaminants can get in, and you take on that risk if you've got facial hair.
Oh,
Wow,
fun fact,
learn
we did
something
not
new
know.
every day.
I know.
There
For
you
the
go.
fact.
Yeah, I reckon DevAviation should have a fire service full-on day, like full-on development day for those
should.
interested in the services
That'd
on
be
an
good.
airport. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's a lot to it. And both of my colleagues here, they've, the last few years have come from a fire training school that does big airport fire training. So
good.
that airport, that's closed down now. So they've only just joined us recently.
You enjoying it?
Love it.
Yeah, good.
How long you guys been doing it for?
42 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
I've only got 80 or something.
Yeah, still learning, bless, that's good.
Just had a hard break around here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so 42 years. I still enjoy it. It still gets me up in the morning, come to work and do what I do. And hopefully we do it well, don't we?
Yes, every day is different. So
100%.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that you love your job.
Yeah.
How can you not?
I know. That's pretty insane, to be fair.
There are some times, like any job, that you just think,
Yeah.
little bits and pieces, but other than that, but it's for me, it's the best job in the world, and I've done it predominantly all my life. Yeah, I'd recommend it to anybody. I'd recommend aviation to anybody. It's given me a good life and enjoyable.
What career path do you need to become what you do? Yeah, what's the
What-
training like?
The training, so if I look at the firefighter initial, so your basic training, it was and is at other establishments 5 weeks.
5 week course.
Firefighter initial, and you'll learn from day one how to run out a hose, what a hose looks like, what are the different sizes of hose, how to make the hose up, and then we build it gradually to put in a hydrant, a standpipe and turnkey into the ground so we can draw water from it. To hose drills, so you go through a little bit of discipline and numbering off, and with each drill the certain number has a certain rule within that drill, so you get to that teamwork, that bonding, that understanding, the terminology. And then we go on to what is called a breathing apparatus course, so you've got the cylinder on your back, the air cylinder, your mask, and we go through basic training, what the set looks like, how it works, and all the safety precautions, the pre-tests, the tests before you go into an incident, and the after-use tests. And then we sort of like smoke out a building. The more competent you get to searching for casualties and bringing them out and then giving them first aid. So there's a little bit of first aid training in there. So it just builds gradually to where we get to the vehicles, knowing what they look like, how they operate, what we need to do when we arrive at an aircraft. So we need to know a little bit about aircraft construction, where the fuel tankers are, what the cockpit looks like, how we gain access to the cockpit and the cabin, how we close down the systems had they not been closed down, so it's a lot of safety in there. And then the breathing apparatus comes into play again in rescuing those that are maybe left on board. Just going on from what Alex has just been talking about, that response time and the reason why, and she's mentioned about the fuel, but the fuel starts to burn at 800 degrees.
Apologies.
So if you look at 800 degrees and you look at what you cook your tea at, that's 200 degrees, thereabouts, and you open the oven door and you get that wave of heat coming out, 800 degrees are what you're going to be faced with on an aircraft incident. That's why we have to have that response time, the discipline amongst the team, discipline amongst the wider team, so we have that resource to safely and effectively manage an incident the way we do. And it's all teamwork, guys. Everything from wherever you're at that high in the organisation or that high, it's all teamwork and everybody's got a part to play.
I like how that's Carmichael and that's Simon.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think there was probably 1 or 2 years, and I think Simon came first, then Carmichael took Simon over, put it as the same type of vehicle.
Yeah.
But those hold 4,500 litres of water each. They hold 500 litres of foam. When we open the tanks, the water and the foam drains into the tank. It goes into the pump. The pump pumps it through the hoses. When it gets to the branch at the end, you'll notice when you have a look at the vehicles and the lockers, in our branch, that's the nozzle that squirts out, it's got holes all around. Once the mixed solution goes through, it causes like a Venturi effect, and it agitates in a chamber and the finished foam comes out at the end. So it's all kind of a mixed solution up till right at the very end, and it's the agitation and the introduction of air that gives us the finished foam.
Wow.
There's a bit of science there as well.
Yeah.
If that was going full up, you know, putting a fire out, it would be emptied in what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, 1 minute 30.
1 minute 30,
Wow.
then
Yeah.
you've got nothing left in it.
So we've got one chance to get it right.
Yeah.
And it's again, it's that speed. The difference from local authority to aviation is it's so much quicker. You've got no time to think about it. That monitor at the top, which is like the big water going, that's got to fire out the water. But like I said, you've got a minute and a half. So the next person has then got to get the hoses out,
To get
get them
that ready.
connected, ready to go, because they don't use as much water. If they're slow doing that, you're putting water on from the monitor, you've got nothing on left. So again, it's all that. As soon as we get there, the kit's got to be on, you've got to put your BA set on, get yourself under air, get your hoses out and go, and it's got to be rapid.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference.
Got two
in
questions.
that,
That's okay.
Got one question. The first one is it 2 minutes across everyone in the normal outside aviation and then here, or is it different? And then,
just
just in the aviation. Oh, it's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And then the second one is, do you guys allocate before, or you do the horse, you do this pre-going?
Yes.
Or yeah.
So where we sit on the vehicle will determine our job.
Roles
so
of
if
what's
driver,
doing.
because on here you sit in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't sit one side or the
Yeah.
other. It's quite strange when you pass your test and then you sit and you're like, whoa, this is weird. So they would go on the monitor.
Right.
The two people or one person, depending on how many staff we've got, either side would then get out and they would do the hose.
Right.
So wherever you sat on your vehicle is
That's
your role. So
role.
we don't have
Right.
to say, right, you do this, you do this, you. We know wherever we're sat.
It's like a predetermined position.
Yeah.
And in that position,
Yeah,
that's
you
what
do what you
on-
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
on
good.
arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
And tank comes into this area. I've got an on and an off. It's in the off position. And if you look at this barrel here, you can see the holes. So as the solution goes all the way through, the Venturi effect comes in there. There'll be different agitators in there. Mix it up, just like you put your hand in the washing up bowl, okay, and you get all the nice froth. That does exactly the same, and I get the finished foam out of the end there. Okay? Do you want to have a... Yeah? It's all right.
How fast did it come out? It must be really, really fast.
So the pump operates at anything from 10 to 15 bar
Right.
for the monitor. But generally, through the sidelines, we'd be 7 bar because it's easier to handle, easier to manage.
It's like a gun. When I
Yeah.
did a bit of this training, you need to be ready when the water comes through, or when you certainly let it go, you've got to be,
Have you ever shot a gun?
yeah, it's like
No.
No. So you need that kickback when you
Yeah,
shoot a gun.
yeah.
You get a little bit from that as well. Yes. So on this vehicle we've got water, foam, and we've got a dry chemical powder. So the powder itself is a little bit like flour that you get for baking. And we've got an applicator on the vehicle just there, and we've got extinguishers, which are powder extinguishers, and that just forms a big in the atmosphere and extinguishes fire, because obviously you've got your 3 elements of your fuel, your oxygen, and your heat source, and it reduces the oxygen, which takes away one of those 3, and then fire cannot continue. Okay, those are the hoses. Delivery lines, small. That one is restricted, so that could get 15 bar out of that if I needed, but this one's restricted to 7 bar, and that's what we'd use generally on the incident. Just because it's manageable. See the kit that we wear, we've got to send the driver, and that's so when we arrive, the driver will deploy, he'll park, he will choose the position, and that means the 2 people sat either side of him can get to work straight away without climbing over the driver, and we can attack the fire from both sides. And then we've got the monitor on top.
That's good. That's very good.
Any questions about the vehicles, guys?
Wow.
This is insane, by the way. This is so good.
Yeah.
I've never been
you
this.
could spend an entire day.
Learning about this. Yeah.
See how strange it feels sitting in the middle.
See if you can get him from the front. You can see him.
Yeah.
Maybe the sun's shining.
There we go.
Now gives a wave.
Wave.
Well, me and you can get a cute video.
That's good. At least if I can get up without falling. Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. It's so weird. Ow. Bang my head.
We're in there.
Yeah.
See all this breathing stuff?
Yeah.
They're sat here.
Right. Sorry, move my leg.
So they need the breathing stuff.
Yeah.
It's already,
Set up. So
Put
you
it in
just
there.
put it in.
yeah. And then for the driver,
Yeah.
you control the pumps. They're all controlled from over there.
Right. That's where the pumps
So
are.
that switches the pumps on.
Right.
So if you then need to use the monitor, then from being a driver, you then go up here.
Right. And is the monitor the water that comes out from the hose? We're going up to the monitor with Mike. Oh my god. Wow. That's massive, that.
So what would you need engineering-wise to be able to fix and repair an aircraft like that?
You need to be a licensed engineer.
But what under what category?
Cat B?
B1? Cat no, it'd be Cat B, but is it B1.2 or B1?
It's, I think it's 1.1.
I'm so confused right now.
I think it's piston. I think it's 1.3.
Oh no, it's a B1.4. Sorry.
Four?
Yeah, it's B1.4. It's gas piston engines.
Engine aeroplanes, this is like top of the range. You're
Yeah.
looking at, this costs 5.5. Same, but not the same sort of thing, but it's quite as this one. So that's a TBM 960
That's the inside. Wow.
engine, fancy like aircraft. But the glass cockpit, so it's all electronic screens. This thing. So we built this one.
This is airside.
This one over here then.
Plane coming.
Flying school aeroplanes.
Yep.
That's like the chart. In the small aircraft aviation world, this is the Bentley. These are the ones that have the ballistic parachutes in them. So if there's a problem in the air, and you're going to crash or die, you pull a handle and the whole aeroplane comes down under a parachute.
How much did this go for?
So what the fire lads were saying before, you've got a new aeroplane, if they're going out to this aeroplane with a fire, it's got an explosive device in it, so it's dangerous. So you're talking about the knowledge in aviation rather than a normal fireman. You need to know what hazards are around the aeroplane. But this one here, you're looking at $1.5 million.
Wow.
That aircraft, that's maybe £30,000. £1.5 million for these.
That's insane.
God knows why.
We're also on Instagram, but if you are interested in that, like, you know, have a
Oh,
little
that
look
is
at
brilliant. The first one, have a look at that because it's actually filming like people's real first solos and things. Oh. And the way it's come across, I mean, as an aviation person, I saw it. I think they're great.
Oh, thank
I
you.
would-
You just haven't done one of me yet.
Oh,
You're
this
next.
time, this
You're
time.
next.
It's really taken off. It's done quite well. The main thing has been it's lovely for other people that have done their first solos, like maybe like some of them 60 years ago. Like, oh, I remember when I did this, and it brings all those memories back.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice, hasn't it? We've
It's
got a really good following. At
it's
the
good
minute.
to see the diversity as well, isn't it?
Helping give back. I'm going to the next generation who are aspiring to work in aviation careers. So.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Very
thanks.
nice.
Oh my God.
Television production company.
Oh,
Thank you.
love that. Oh, no, I love that program.
No, I've not seen anyone done.
Haven't seen that one. Seen that one. Not seen that one yet. Love that one. That's something to air for.
I need to still watch them, not watched any of these.
Ooh, I like it.
Wow.
Is it beautiful?
Wow.
Alexa medical show.
Yes.
That's good.
It's one of our edit suites, but it's we're working from home at the moment, so
Yes.
a lot going on.
Still amazing
Wow.
offices and facilities you've got. Oh, wow.
How long have you guys been running as a business, please?
About 10 years.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a nice
What have you got
office.
going on then?
Here we go.
Sometimes we'll play workshop, which is a plane restoration show, so restoring old Spitfires and things. And then we do a lot of other shows, car shows and property and that sort of thing as well. But we now do a YouTube channel called First Landings that we work with Yorkshire Aviation Academy that are based here as well.
That's
I
So,
want to follow that.
yeah, so yes, if you don't already, subscribe to that.
There, at the end, that was a film studio.
Yeah.
So we lot of stuff they do this sort of cladding, so there's nothing aircraft wise, so these are the two hangars.
Come in to the showroom, they got cars that literally, you name it, they got everything. It's mad. Ferrari, Bentley, Aston Martin, Devon, part of the...
I can't prove it. I'm trying
Wow.
to get my Snapchat ready. For
Yeah, go for it. It's Bentley there. Gorgeous. The Chevrolet. Wow. Motorbikes. 1 Series, Champions Edition. Got a nice TV close. Wow.
That's one we sold last year, which was nice. So we got
I got these guys here. They don't want to be in the video, which is fine. Alhamdulillah, Masha'Allah Subhana'Allah. We had an amazing time. Check it after and I'll put in a comment, you know, editing. Been amazing. We had a fabulous time. Thank you to Chris, the owner of Leeds East, and thank you for, I'm going to say it again, thank you for Chris and Mike. Mike was the tour guide, like the manager. Chris owns the airport. Appreciate them guys for showing us, and that young lady and the other gent who the firefighting team learned quite a bit. Sadly, you know, when something good happens, something bad always happens, and I lost my microphone when I was in the top, which was pretty cool, alhamdulillah, mashallah, but on the process, my little DJI mic decided to fall out of my pocket, which I kept it there. Don't ask, it is what it is, but I'm not going to let that get to me. Whatever's happens for a reason. It's all from God, all from Allah, and yeah, it's been good. I'm going to link down, well, I might link down their website or something, but I'll link down somewhere. And yeah, it's been good, it's been amazing, it's been fabulous. We had a fabulous time. The food was excellent. It was a nice warm day. Couldn't have it any other way apart from losing my microphone, but I'll get a new one. It's not end of the world. One thing I've taken away is, and I've said it like a couple of times, the lads and girls have said it, you know, learning different, there's so much more in aviation than meets the eye, and no matter who you meet, you respect them both ways. Respect comes a long way, and how is it, you never know who you're going to meet and who Allah's going to put in your road, in your journey of life, who you're going to meet. A 10-minute convo can open doors to much more like this one, and I appreciate Chris for allowing us to come to his airport. He could have said no, but thank Allah he's let us come. And yeah, it's been an emotional, fun day. I'm going to wrap it up now because I've got a lot of editing, we've got a lot of stuff we've seen. So just to talk through, we've seen planes, the private planes, jets, we've seen the Cessnas, Pipers, and all that. Had food. We were supposed to go to ATC. Mike was in the ATC, that's where he did his stuff. We didn't see that. Next time, inshallah, we go to there. And then we had a look at the cars. The cars were nice, you know, Bentleys, Ferraris, Porsche, you name it. They had it there, and they do a test drive on the runway for people to buy. And apart from that, everything was good. Thank you for watching. It's been a lovely day. See you guys in a bit. Thank you. Bye.